Gemini, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today we're going to be talking about matters of the heart. We're going to probe into what you're feeling in your heart space, your feelings towards someone that you're dealing with, and their feelings towards you, as well as what you don't see coming in this connection. Thank you for tuning in, as always, for being here with me today. Let's thank Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, too, for presiding over this reading for Gemini. I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to start out by pulling a oracle message from the Raise Your Vibration Oracle. Now, this is an affirmation, a mantra you can have to help with your heart opening. I mentioned this yesterday. I had an aha where when we talk about keeping the heart open, it's a hard thing to how do we do that, right? How do you keep your heart open? It's just kind of one of those statements that you make and it's ethereal. You're like, I can't really capture that. I'm not really sure how to put that into action. But conversely, if you take a look at what it feels like to keep your heart closed, now that we can work with. So I've been mentioning in all the readings for this batch that I've been doing around the matters of the heart, is I challenge you for the rest of the month to try not to close your heart. And closing can be subtle or it can be obvious. And we all know when we're doing it. Okay, let's get started. Someone actually asked me, what's the knocking? And it's clearing the deck for those of you who are curious. That's why we do it. Clear the deck. Okay, let's see. Believing is seeing. Ooh, you might be, I like that. It's opposite of what we say, right? Seeing is believing. No, believing is seeing. So you may have this really deep desire, dream. I'm picking up off of a star energy, Gemini, around the depths of love that you either already have with someone or you want to have with someone. Like that. Believing is seeing. And I think that you might be seeing something. Yeah, and there's stars all over this card. You might be getting a confirmation this month around something that you've been believing in, that you're finally going to get the proof. All right. Now let's go into the tarot. We're first going to take a look at your feelings, then their feelings, what's really going on in your heart space, and what you don't see coming in this connection. All right. Gemini. And this is the Celtic Tarot. We had the King of Wands coming out in reverse with the Six of Swords and the Chariot. You are definitely moving on from a situation. All of these cards indicate that you've decided to deny someone maybe the opportunity to get to know you even on a deeper level, or to, I just feel like you're closing somebody out right now. It may not mean that you're ending a relationship or you've reached an end, but all these cards indicate that you're trying to move past a feeling of pushing someone away. We're going to clarify these energies in a moment, but I kind of look at the look on her face too. I'm getting this whole skepticism. Believing is seeing. Maybe you're not happy with the way someone has been showing up. All right, now let's look into their feelings. The Magician, the Seven of Cups, and the Two of Wands. Well, this person may have been, I see why you're like, you know what? You may be, he or she, I said he just because I'm looking at this Magician, may be trying to either decide on you or someone else, because Seven of Cups is a classic card of options. However, this could also indicate that they want to move in a new direction, but they're not sure how. And they're strategizing. They're trying to find a way to reach you. because you're shutting them out. All right, now, what's going on in your heart chakra? The Lovers. You're making an important choice this month around love. And this also, what I've been getting off of the Lovers lately is, what is this connection teaching you? Why is it in your life? And that's something that the believing is seeing. I can't wait to clarify that. And then what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, Two of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Star. There's that star energy. You could be dealing with someone with Aquarius energy. I'm definitely analyzing a situation here. This I see more as the mutual energy. So there's some blockages going on. We're going to find out what is happening here. Blockages, you want to move past them. This person could be manifesting options, ways to go in a new direction with you, and or they're making an important choice about you, as well as you for them. All right, I'm going to go straight into this Lovers. It's going to tell me where you're sitting with all this, because you're trying to move on. And rather quickly, some of you might be at a distance from this person. And there's I just get this overall like skepticism coming off of you, Gemini, about the situation. Yeah, you've been feeling a little bit stressed out. There's a higher truth here around what this is bringing up inside of you with the distress, all right? This is the card of emotional distress. And taking a step away from something to really consider the path forward and looking at the higher truth of the situation as well. I keep pointing to believing is seeing. Believing is seeing. Whoo, Gemini. I don't know who this person is to you. We are taking a look at your love life, but this is also anyone that you deeply care about. Whether it's romantic or platonic, you're having a kind of a crossroads moment with them this month. Let's get into the Lovers here. What is the lesson? What is this trying to teach you, this connection? We have the Knight of Swords that came out sideways. So this is forward momentum. Like everything's halted. I'm seeing that so you can make a proper decision. But what I am seeing is that you're going to be moving on. It's like the pause before the giddy up. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. I didn't expect that. Okay. Well, you have a strong desire to nurture this connection, but you want to be treated fairly. If you're being treated like an option, you're not going to put up with that. Okay. But you do have a potential new beginning in love. That's what the Ace of Cups represents. Whether this is a new person or someone that you've been dealing with, you have an opportunity to begin anew. And maybe even open up into a chapter where you're being nurtured, where believing is seeing, right? You're going to see the changes and the shifts here. But it's like you're waiting, okay? Waiting here. I feel like you're waiting, but then you're not going to wait that long. If you've been waiting on someone to get their act together, to choose you, or to put their best foot forward on working on repairing and cooperating, it's like they're seeing the light here on what needs to change. Let's go into why the King of Wands is in reverse here, Gemini. I mean, this is someone that you are very drawn to. You could have children with this person. You know, what needs to grow? You know, the lesson here is there might be a lack of growth and expansion in this connection. You know, when we start getting fixated on the way someone can be, wow. Okay, the King of Cups in reverse is someone who is unreliable. You may have really cleaned somebody's act up here, Gemini, because now we have the King of Cups in the upright with the Star. Again, we have Aquarian energy and the Eight of Wands. But you're having trust issues for sure around investing in this. This could be a relatively new connection here with these two aces popping up. Ooh, I think you caught some feelings and maybe you don't want to. You may be moving from the strong chemistry phase in the beginning, where it's heavily, consummated. We'll put it that way. And now it's like you're developing more and more feelings. You're like, this could be, a wish come true for me. Gemini, you're showing me that you're pretty in love with this person. But, this could have more to do with your coming out of the attraction phase and moving forward. And let's see why they have the Seven of Cups, because you seem to be holding back a little bit, but deep down you're all in, and you're trying to work through some sort of blockage with this person around them deciding that this is the star. You're the star in their life. We have 2 stars. Wow. I don't get 2 stars very often. 7 of Cups. 8 of Cups, Devil, and the 2 of Cups. Oh, you know what? This person is healing from something. I don't know exactly what. The 7 of Cups is the card of illusion, options. Are you ready to invest wisely to build something in a healthy way? This person is showing me that when it comes to their feelings for you, they're trying to release some sort of toxic attachment, and I don't believe it has anything to do with you. Some of you, it might be a toxic attachment to someone else. Some of you. But others of you, it might be to a substance. There's a lot of cups here. This person could be overindulging. It's impacting the relationship. They could be out, it's like you might want them to be changing their ways and healing, so it doesn't impact the love and the opportunity to. It's like you definitely know, Gemini, that it's time to go in a new direction because you can't stay here. Who wants to stay in this devil energy? Right? I want to get some more information about them. This feels a little complicated. We have 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. What are they working on manifesting with you? I definitely see that they're trying to, and this toxicity could just be around the emotional buildup. But I'm not seeing strife here. What is with all these emotions that they're feeling? Okay, here we go. Yeah, there has been conflict. Okay, now we have a match. All right. This could be one of those times where there's some sort of wedge coming between the 2 of you. And I do believe that they're carrying, it's like there's some sort of behavior that is unhealthy. And it could be the way that they are communicating. It could be they're overindulging. It's different for all of you. But you're like, I'm not going to put up with this much longer. I feel like you're taking a stand this month. This is someone that you really, really do love and cherish. We have the King and Queen of Cups. And this person is wanting to manifest overcoming some conflict with you. And it does have to do with something that's unhealthy on their side. And they take great pride in the love that you have created and are continuing to create. Your heart chakra is saying, I adore this person. I choose this person, but I will not put up with not being treated like the Empress that I am. I love it. Gemini, you're laying down the gauntlet, and you're saying, this is I will only tolerate this for so long. And it doesn't feel like you're doing it in a very mean capacity here. It's more like what you're worthy and deserving of, and you're telling this person that they got to cut out the crap, whatever they're doing, because it's definitely impacting the union. You might even said, we got to move past this, or I'm moving on. I don't know what the conflict is regarding, but it has a lot to do with observing the ways that this has come out of balance and really listening to your intuition. Something's been undermining the stability of this connection, and it's something they're doing. Like I said, it's caused some friction here. But you two love each other, that's for sure. I'm going into the Six of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Three of Swords. Yeah, you're definitely hurt. Whatever this person has done has hurt you. I think you've been really patient. We have the Knight of Pentacles. It's taking a more analytical, logical approach and slowing things down, but really you're still giving to the situation. You're still trying to keep your heart open, but they've hurt you recently. They've hurt you pretty bad. And I feel like you're like, okay, I'm hurt, but I think you're willing to forgive. This new beginning in love has, I think, a lot to do with trying to repair this relationship. What's the Chariot in your feelings here? Then I want to look at this blockage. Yeah. You know what? I think that you're going to be celebrating in the near future with this person. They make you happy. I just think that right now you're at that critical point in a relationship where you got to roll up your sleeves, right? Like I did this morning, and do the work. Eight of Pentacles. I bet it's funny because I've been watching. I've never watched couples therapy, and I'm watching this, and I'm just like, oh my god, relationships take so much work, and because this person is going to mirror all the collective trauma that you have felt, and vice versa. So this person may have this trauma, and they're responding to you from these wounds, and I think you're starting to break this down with each other, and you hit this point in a relationship. After that, like, I can't believe I found you, and you're falling in love. And then you start doing the work, right? And that's when a lot of couples give up. So, and if this isn't a romantic situation, this is someone that could be a mother figure, someone who you've had a lot of problems with. They could have had an addiction growing up. And I think that there's just so much mutual love here. So much mutual love. This is not a connection that you're going to let go of. I don't feel that. What's this Two of Wands here? They want to go in a new direction with you. A happier, we have the Sun on your side, right? And the feelings. And then conversely, the Sun is lighting up a new path. So I do believe that there's a new path for both of you to go down. If you're willing. All right, Gemini. Wow. This person, wow. They're going within right now. They're being guided to go within and to learn from their mistakes. And ultimately, they're not going anywhere either. I mean, the two of you have love. Something has pulled you two apart. I'm not sure exactly what. With all these cups here, it could be even someone overindulging and taking someone else for granted. That could be the case as well. But I do think that the progress has been slow and incremental. It does have a lot to do with someone's wounding, the person that you're dealing with. They're responding to you in a combative fighting style, a defensive, me versus you, right? We're going to war. There's been battles. So I think that on your side, you're trying to clear up some hurt, and you're willing to put the time and the energy into repairing this. You could be more focused on, let's just focus on the friendship underneath all of this and be kind to each other. I'm feeling like there's been a lack of kindness and respect here. A lot of you, this is a long-term connection. What is the star energy? So we see it here twice. This is in the what you don't see coming category of removing the block and learning to observe and catching this before it goes down the wrong path. And the way you both communicate. Yeah, there's been some disappointments. The two of you are going to move forward. You're going to move past this quicker than you think. There's been some disappointments, but you have the Sword of Truth, okay? So this month I see that you're working through some recent conflicts around someone's trauma response and them really starting to reconcile the way that they are undermining the love in this connection. it's like, I feel like you're going to have a breakthrough moment with this person. They're going to realize, oh my God, I've made this so much more complicated in the way I respond to this. There's going to be this aha moment. Some of you might even be in couples therapy. But I do see, and if this is a parental figure, there could be some disputes over the legacy of monetarily. Ultimately, you've put this person in a position of really going within and being honest with themselves about making the choice to begin anew from I'm deeply committed to this. You're willing to put the time and the energy into working on this, and they're saying, I choose you. I choose you, Gemini, and I don't want to lose you. I'm sorry for disappointing you. I see clearly that this is what I want. I feel like you're going to get some apologies from this person and an unexpected breakthrough in what you've been trying to resolve in this connection. Let's get some advice from Spirit. Believing is seeing. I love that. You're towing the line this month, Gemini, with, I think, someone who's been taking advantage of you. Like you've tamed somebody. You've tamed somebody in a certain sense. Yeah. There you go. You're moving past the situation. You're moving past the blockage this month. And I think that you two have an opportunity to really bring emotional maturity to the table. And that might be what you're realizing is this person's got to be showing me more emotional maturity in this situation because I don't deserve the way they're treating me. And so I do think that you are moving past an era of difficulty. And you're moving more towards deepening and really opening up the heart. That's what I'm seeing overall is at the end of the day, the two of you love each other. And don't lose sight of that. That's the thing. People give up right at that point where we all call in certain individuals, especially when it comes to romantic love, where if you really want the relationship to succeed, you have to be willing to adapt and to change. The fundamentals of why you show up in triggered states and why you respond the way you do. And this is mutual, right? It isn't on one person, it's on both people. And some people, if they're not willing to look within and do the changes, the relationship will not survive. And so it's a constant checking in, right? So I do think that the two of you are having this reckoning breakthrough this month where you're going to put the time in, you're going to move past something that's been kind of like an Achilles heel in this connection. I'm getting that goosebumps now because I do feel like this person's like awakening to their toxic behavior pattern. And you're calling them out on how much it's hurting you. And you're not giving up on this person, but you're saying, you know what, this has got to change. And I do see changes happening. You're going to move past this disappointment. You have this sort of truth here and a lot of clarity coming in. All right. Sorry, I'm hitting the table. Let's get a final Lovers Oracle message. And stay tuned. I'm going to be doing the mid-monthly. I can't wait to get back to the mid-monthlies. Those are my favorite. But I wanted to just get a little check-in with what's going on in your heart space, Gemini. You keep holding yourself in high regard. That's too many. Spirit, that's like 5. Show me the Lovers Oracle. Here we go. I love this. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Be open to change, okay? I do believe that you might be surprised. Take care, Gemini. I'll see you soon in the mid-monthly, if I can spit that out. Sending love. Take care.